rays of light. Tomorrow I will hate her till I dive into the night. She lies to me, she's good to me. Chase the shadows. We already chased the shadows, didn't we? Well, say the words like you mean it. She'll be right there in your eye. Act a fool if you want to. You never make her cry. Oh, you change me. You own me. The more you burn inside my blood, the more I think I'm free. When you leave in silence. Don't walk into the game. Don't you look at him. Don't say goodbye. You'll always be the same. You disagree. You're hurting me. I'll likely kiss your face again. Tell me, baby, tell me, baby. Tell me, when will it be? She only calls me closer when morning is in sight. I smell her sweet scent on my breath in the first pale rays of light. Tomorrow I will hate her till I dive into the night. You lie to me, you comfort me. You lie to me, you're good to me. That feels more like a campfire. There, switch gears. Thanks, that's one of my songs called Shoot the Bottle. That's not on my last album, but it is on my old band's debut album, Aftergrass, called Aftergrass. And the song's called Shoot the Bottle. Thank you so much for being here today. Look how beautiful, man. I'm like overwhelmed. I can see the trees. The trees, the light coming through the trees. It looks just like real light coming through real trees. I'm a little bit far from my computer. I'm like 7 feet, 2.1 meters from the computer. So I can kind of see the screen. Thank you so much. This is what I meant, Cole Marie, about beating this guitar. I'm always hitting it and doing bad things. So that's why I got a cheap guitar, because if I had like a nice guitar, I probably wouldn't beat it as bad. So this poor thing. It's awful rough being a guitar. But I was telling you 2 guitars. I actually have 3 guitars, because I have a cigar box guitar, like the one that my avatar is playing. I built this one to look just like my actual one, which I'm going to get out, because I have like 2 songs that I do with the cigar box guitar. One is a cover, and it's kind of like when you start doing songs with the cigar box guitar, you really don't want to, I don't know, you can't play it on a regular guitar. It's just not the same. This one's called The Storm.
arriving, blowing in from the sea. The wind knocked the power out, was okay with me. Leaves started to fall again, the rain it came on down. I held you closer by my heart till evening came around. Oh, here we are at home. No TV, no telephone. Oh, just you and I. We never say goodnight. To the wind, and I was just forgetting those things I couldn't unsee. When darkness knocked down all my doors, came right back for me. Oh, here we are at home. No TV, no telephone. Oh, just you and I. Never say goodnight. Oh. Watched as they sifted through the remnants of our lives. Watched and we tried our best to throw 1,000. Oh. Here we are at home. No TV, no telephone. Oh, just you and I. We never say goodnight. Oh, here we are at home. No TV, no telephone. Oh, just you and I. We never say goodnight. Oh, here we are at home. No TV, no telephone. Oh, just you and I. Just you and we never. Just you and say goodnight. Just you and oh, here we are at home. Just you and no TV, no telephone. Just you and oh, just you and I. Just you and we never. Just you and say goodnight. Just you and oh, here we are at home. Just you and no TV, no telephone. Just you and oh, just you and I. Just you and we never. Just you and say goodnight. Just you and oh, here we are at home. Just you and no TV, no telephone. Just you, oh, just you and I. We never say goodnight. Oh, here we are at home. No TV, no telephone. Oh, just you and I. never say goodnight.
Thank you. That's funny. Every once in a while, I do something stupid like that. You heard the just you and I, like again and again, because the looper, if you look at my feet, my avatar's feet, you'll see a replica of my looper, exactly the same thing. And so there's like 3 different slots, or 4 different slots where I can loop stuff. I usually just use 3 of them because they're like easy to access. And so I on the first one, like the first loop is the short one. And so I usually put the drums on there because they're like more repetitive. But then I came back and I was still looping on that slot, so it was like all of a sudden you start singing and then that gets stuck in the loop too, and all of a sudden it gets like very repetitive. But that's the beauty of live looping is the important part for me is the ability to make mistakes. If I wanted to hear, I don't know. It's one of those things. I don't know what I'm laughing at. Hey, Terry, thank you so much for that kind tip. I had to come over to my computer. Sin, thank you so much for having me. Look at this beautiful place. Oh, my gosh. Elysion, it's just like its namesake. It's like heavenly here. It's just very beautiful. But thank you very much, Terry. And Dakota, thank you. Dizzy Muse, Tiptoe, thank you so much for those kind tips. Daria, thank you. And Django, Osmandius, thank you so much. Dizzy again, thank you so much. You guys are very kind. Please, that's so sweet. I don't know if the venue has something here or something. But it's not like, this isn't your ordinary venue, obviously. It's beautiful. Because it's beautiful. Sorry, I play the grind a lot, it's like oh, jeez. I'm like, please don't forget to join the venues group. And all right, anyway, I'm going to switch over. Check this out. Well, that never happens. Yeah, like sometimes like that, when I have like a little hiccup, sometimes I'll get a beat that just won't be exactly what they call on time. And then we live with it sometimes, or sometimes I'll bail out of the song too, but I try not to. I try to bail out in a sneaky way. Like, oh, I wasn't going to play that song, I was just joking, I was teasing it. So what I'm playing right now is exactly what you see my avatar holding. In fact, I made it while staring at this thing, so it's exact. Song for me. I wrote it like a year or 2 ago, but it hasn't come together until I wrote it down now. It's on paper. It's official. Will you stand by me?
Everything you've seen. Down the lane we go into a dream. Can you lie with me atop the hollow ground under the leaves? Take my hand, she says, before we grieve.
Thank you. That's called, I don't know what it's called actually. It doesn't have a name. It's one of the few songs I play with the cigar box guitar. I'm so glad you guys are here. It was sort of, I mean, look at you all. You're lovely. And I'm so glad you guys are here. It's so much fun. I didn't have to send out anything to my group. You don't want those people here. This is a nice place. They'd show up and it'd be like beer bottles and roaches all over the ground and people making babies under the stage and all sorts of crazy, degrading nonsense. Don't tell them I said that though. Tell them I love them and I want to hold them and snuggle them. Yes. Okay. Next, since I had the cigar box guitar, I'm going to do this because I only have 2 songs that I do with it, and I do have to plug it in, so I've made the effort. Yeah, it's pretty close. No, those are Norway spruce, man. Picea pungens. Is it Picea pungens? I think so. Picea something. They have prickly needles. I'll tell you how you meet these people. Hey, see, that was a segue. I wasn't really insulting everybody in my group. I was telling you to join my group. Up here on the sign, you can join the group or the subscribo, and you can find out what I'm playing next and find out when I'm playing one of these wrong side of the tracks places where these people show up and, with all their illegitimate children and whatnot.
need an easy friend, I do. With the whip in hand, I don't think you fit this shoe, I do. But you have a clue, take advantage while you hang me out to dry. I can't see you and then I'm free. Standing in your line, I do. Hope you have the time, I do. Pick a number 2, I do. Keep a date with you. Take advantage while you hang me out to dry. I can't see you and now I'm free. My brain knows it's every night. Refusing to cooperate. Can you guys hear that piano okay?
I'll turn that thing off. Here. Can you hear that piano okay? I'm going to use it in a minute, and I want to make sure it's functioning properly. You guys, thank you so much for being here, just for hanging out, and all of your kind tips and kind words, and just celebrating some live music with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting live music in Second Life or any life. I mean, it's, musicians everywhere just hunger for your for your affection and attention. So thank you for being here. Really, it means the world to me. And thank you for supporting the sim. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness, there's 3 of them. They're all next to each other. Sorry, I'm telling you this like you don't already know that. Of course you know that. It's so beautiful here. This is like the part of SL. Like, I was like, I didn't know about this, man. I wasn't on the list, dude. There's like all these nice places. I'm out there in public, man. I'm out there in the rough streets of SL. I'm busking at Waterhead, getting stuff thrown at me. It's all nice here. Okay, this next one. When I made an album recently. It's called Wow Bob Wow, and you can get it on like iTunes or Spotify or anywhere, or on my website. Better yet, you can get it through my Bandcamp or wherever. But anyway, Waterhead's awesome. I don't mean any disrespect toward Waterhead. I love that place. But one of the beauties of Second Life is you get to meet people from everywhere. And I met this gal in Australia, Basil Button. she got a looper too. She said that I told her which looper to get, and that we discussed loopers, and that I called it a repeater and not a looper. And I don't remember any of this. And I do tend to, do a little drinking in SL once in a while. So this all could be true, but I don't remember ever calling a looper a repeater. But I heard Basil. She's like, "I want to play a show with my repeater. Come see me." And she was amazing. Like, she just blew my mind. Like, I was just like, wow, I got work to do. She was just amazing. Really cool vocals and doing like kind of like Bobby McFerrin sort of like vocal stuff. And it was very, very, very cool. Or more recently, like Reggie Watts, like that kind of thing, just with her mouth and her little looper. Anyway, I asked her to sing on this song that's on this album, and she did. Of course, she's not singing in this live version of it, but if she was, you would enjoy it. It's called Cloud, and there's a couple people on my album that were people that I met in Second Life who I've never met in real life, but they, a Pro Tools file is a Pro Tools file. You can just send it over, and we all mix up together. And so another one of the beauties of this virtual world that we live in. Without more blabbing. I've been blabbing a lot lately. I need like a vaudeville hook to come out. And this is Cloud. Found in you, you're lighter than air, so gray you stay away, dissipate. It's the ground you found in me, everywhere, so far I'll never see, to the sea. through. Someone who knows. Be fair, I really don't care if they stare. Gotta ride now, go away. Take me somewhere so far, I'll be a star in your car. Thank you. That's called Cloud. My friend Basil sings on it with a repeater. Repeater? Where did she even pull that from? I would never say that. I would definitely not say it with an Australian. She's Australian, by the way. I'm not having like a stroke while I'm speaking. She's Australian. I'm imitating it. Oh God, what was that? Every once in a while I'll hear like a creak, like something falling over. And you never know. What is that? Oh my God. Something could be falling over at all times. I described my studio earlier as like, it's like Battlestar Galactica, like it's old and falling apart and crumbling, but it still whoops on the Cylons. But there's like, it's dangerous in here. There's like things flying all over the place. Hey Star, it's good to see you. Thank you so much. And Starlight, Star and Starlight are here. Thank you very much. Oh Sin, thank you. You don't have to do that, my goodness. Thank you so much. And Sheila, Tiptoe, Funky Banana. I want to be friends, so I can say I have a friend named Funky Banana. I like it. Oh, it was my guitar stand. That's what it is. Okay. My guitar stand, the cord of my guitar, like when I put it down to go play the drums, sometimes I send video. If you guys go to my website, obleemusic.com, there's some videos and you can see, or on my YouTube channel, there's a couple of these like archived, and I'm not sending it today because I didn't feel like getting dressed. I'm like in my pajamas today, but it snowed, man. There's snow outside. It's freezing cold. There's snow. I had to work on the chicken coop today. I had to nail up some boards over the winter, because in the summer you want, like, it gets hot, so they need like a draft. But then it was like super cold last night. I was like, oh my God. Like, you ever wake up at like 4 a.m. and you're like, I have to do something. I was like, oh my God, I have to make the chicken's thing on the thing. Anyway, I digress. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just blabbing. Sorry. I feel like I should be playing country music around a bonfire. It's funny that I used to really hate country music, and for good reasons and stuff. But I met this dude who's a country singer named Stan Chef, and he's turned out to be one of the most deep and magical human beings I've ever met. Look him up sometime, Stan Chef. He wrote these great songs, and so I didn't play guitar. I played piano. I played drums in a couple bands, and I was like on the bands would go play everywhere. So I was like a drummer. Like, that's what I would do. Like, that's what I spent my time. All my gigs were playing drums for 4 hours or whatever. And so he was like, had a guitar. He just said, why don't you just find somebody you like? The accent, but he said to find somebody I liked and just learn all their songs, and through the course of that, I will have gone through every chord I need to learn, or every situation I need to learn. And he was right. It's definitely true. If you like pick like an artist with a lot of work and just cover all their tunes. And so I picked his. So I know like hundreds of country songs, but today I'm just doing my songs, which are not very country, but some of them are. I have a couple that were not on Wow Bob Wow, because Wow Bob Wow is kind of this like indie whatever. I don't even know what it is, but it's not country. And so I was like, I can't put this on. I don't want to scare people away. But I'm blabbing more. This is called Big Fish. Here's one of my country songs.
shook his hand. Should've listened what his mama said. Smoke rose, seen by all, and that included me. And the wind was blowing through the trees. Darkness, it took my mind to leave. We'll be running for the rest of our days. It won't be too much longer. It won't be too much longer, so they say. Took the car as far as we could, with no concern for the common good. It was over, we took our guns and ran. The law was close behind, and the wind was blowing through the trees. Darkness, it put my mind at ease. Longer, it won't be too much longer, so they say. Well, like stray dogs, we took what we could with no concern for the common good. The trail was covered with booze and blood, and some of it was mine, and the wind was blowing through the trees. The darkness, it put my mind at ease. We'll be running for the rest of our days. It won't be too much longer. It won't be too much longer, so they say. Came late in the night, never heard the shot, never saw no light, just a soft gray haze came down. It felt so cold, and the wind was blowing through the trees. The darkness, it put my mind at ease. We'll be running for the rest of our days. It won't be too much longer. It won't be too much longer, so they say. It won't be too much longer. It won't be too much longer. It won't be too much longer. It won't be too much longer, so they say.
There's my country sound for you. For the, what's that? I hate when people call things. There's something ringing. I am like, I'm firmly in the text don't call camp. Like, oh my God, you could have texted that to me and I wouldn't have had to say anything. Anyway, sorry. Don't call me beautiful. Don't call me at all. Hey, Lala, thank you very much. Thank you so much for your kind tips. Look at this beautiful place. Sin, thank you so much for all you do here. This is wonderful, and thank you for putting me on and putting up this beautiful place and talking about fishing. We're not going to use that. We won't be using that one. Okay, I'm going to do probably my last one here, or my last two. Really means a lot to me that you've been here. Please check out obleemusic.com. Join that group or subscribe. I'll find out when I'm playing again. I really love seeing you. So anyway, it's a real short one into another real short one. Two real short ones. I'm so happy that you're here again. Been a year since I saw you when you shone like the sunlight on the Mars. The months drag on, it's just your loss. Again, the winter falls. Here we are, I knew that you'd come back to open all those things that you had packed. You rearrange it all, you start anew. Just the sort of thing I knew you'd do. Sleep softly in the night. I'm just a bag of bones. You live long after I have gone, and you'll never be alone. You dream of the forest floor, I dream of revolving doors. Why don't we just go and get stoned? I'm so lucky to have found you there. If there's anything more beautiful, I'm unaware. I love to watch you grinning while you sleep. The morning dew settles on your feet, and all you do is smile. I'm just a bag of bones. You live long after I have gone, and you'll never be alone. You dream of the forest floor, and I dream of revolving doors. Why don't we just go and get stoned? I'm just a bag of bones. You live long after I have gone, and you'll never be alone. You dream of the forest floor, and I dream of revolving doors. Why don't we go and get stoned? Don't wake me up, just let me sleep. There's a party in my dreams, and the pouring drinks. Some snake-skinned man talking philosophy. There's a three-eyed cow doing jokes to me. Over to my right, have a bees collecting dust from the sycamore trees. Have no idea what this all means. It's fading away to the sound of grinding beans. But I've got to leave this party, I've got to say goodbye. There's a whole world waiting for me, and I'll see you when I die. There's a table and chairs and a smoking ashtray. Over to my right, space twirls away. Hear a whisper from a long dead friend. I'll reach you later when you reach the end. And there's a sofa with a feather tree. The water's warping, what's happened to me? Don't wake me up, just leave me here. It's a party in my dreams and a pouring beer. But I've got to leave this party, and I've got to say goodbye. There's a whole world waiting for me, and I'll see you when I die. Some year, some decade, I'm gonna play that thing right. It's not right on the album. It's not right live. It's not right anywhere. It is right. It's definitively wrong. Dealing cards is a man with white eyes. Oh, Mrs. Mater, serving apples and fries. On a pillow, sits go balls. The band is swinging, sound of fire alarms. Don't wake me up, just let me sleep. It's a party in my dreams and the pouring drinks. But I've got to leave this party and I've got to say goodbye. There's the whole world waiting for me and I'll see you when I die. I'm not worthy, Zach. I'm not worthy to do that. Zach's there. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for being here today. It really means the world to me. Please check out obleemusic.com if you can, and I'd love to see you. Lala, thank you so much. Zach, Dakota, Jenna, Tiptoe, Terry. Lala, you guys are too kind to me. Thank you very much. I hope to see you again very soon. Good night.